Hi, I'm Rachel Maggard.
Hi, I'm Joel Rinkenberger.
I'm Stephanie Rinkenberger.
Jonah Geisel.
I'm Eric Rinkenberger.
Ethan Rinkenberger.
Emily Maggard. Chloe Bredemeyer.
Hello, I'm Alex Maggard, and here's my speech on why performance-enhancing drugs should be illegal in sports. Imagine training your whole life for a championship, sacrificing time, energy, and comfort, only to lose to someone who cheated by using performance-enhancing drugs. Sports are supposed to represent fairness, discipline, and hard work. When athletes use performance-enhancing drugs, often called PEDs, they destroy those values. That is why performance-enhancing drugs should remain illegal in sports. I'm going to be showing you how these drugs create unfair competition, threaten athletes' health, and destroy the integrity of the game. Let's take a look about how performance-enhancing drugs make competition unfair. The purpose of sports is to test athletes under equal rules. Competition is supposed to reward natural ability, consistent practice, mental toughness, teamwork, and dedication. When an athlete uses performance-enhancing drugs, they break that agreement and gain an advantage that other competitors do not have. Instead of relying on training and discipline, they rely on substances that can increase strength, speed, endurance, or recovery time. That changes the entire meaning of competition. Winning should be based on who trained the hardest and performed the best, not who used the most effective drug. Think about how much honest athletes sacrifice. They wake up early for workouts, spend continuous hours practicing, follow strict nutrition plans, and miss time with family and friends. Many athletes dedicate years of their lives for one opportunity to compete at the highest level. If another athlete can bypass some of that process through illegal substances, then an honest competitor is being punished for following the rules. Some people argue that sports are never perfectly fair because some athletes are born with better genetics or have access to better coaches or facilities. While that may be true, there's still a huge difference between natural advantages and illegal chemical substances. Genetics are part of life. Cheating is a choice. Rules exist to create the fairest environment possible, and banning PEDs is one of the most important rules. If these drugs were allowed, many clean athletes would feel forced to use them just to keep up. Even athletes who care about honesty might believe that they have no choice if they want scholarships, contracts, or championships. This creates a dangerous culture when cheating becomes expected rather than condemned. Sports should inspire people through hard work and perseverance. If PEDs become normal, that message disappears. Instead of admiring discipline, people would admire whoever was willing to take the biggest shortcut. Not only do PEDs create unfair competition, but they also place athletes in danger. Another major reason PEDs should remain illegal is the danger they pose on the athletes and themselves. Many of these substances can cause serious physical and mental side effects, especially when used in high doses or over long periods of time. Anabolic steroids, one of the most well-known PEDs, have been connected to heart disease, liver damage, hormonal imbalance, mood swings, aggression, and depression. Other drugs designed to increase endurance or speed recovery can raise the risk of blood clots, strokes, kidney damage, and other medical complications. If an athlete experiences short-term success, the long-term cost can be severe. A trophy or a championship lasts for a moment, but health consequences can last for decades. No medal or contract is worth permanent damage to the body. Athletes already place intense and stress on themselves through training and competition. Their muscles and joints are constantly pushed to the limit. Adding dangerous drugs only increases the chance of injury, breakdown, or emergency medical problems. There's also the issue of dependency. Once athletes begin to use PEDs, they may feel that they cannot compete without them. They may become trapped in a cycle of continuous use, higher doses, or experimenting with more substances to stay ahead. What starts as a shortcut can can become something much harder to escape. The effects also go beyond professional sports. Young athletes often idolize famous players and copy their behavior. If teenagers believe success requires steroids or other drugs, many may attempt to use them before their bodies are fully developed. This can be especially dangerous because teenagers are still growing physically and emotionally. Schools and young programs should promote health, discipline, and confidence. They should never send the message that dangerous substances are necessary to win. Keeping PEDs illegal protects not only professionals, but also the next generation of athletes. Some people say athletes should have freedom to decide what they put into their bodies, but if PEDs were legal, that choice would become heavily pressured. Athletes might feel forced to risk their health simply because everyone else was doing it. That is not real freedom. It is coercion through competition. By banning PEDs, leagues and organizations protect athletes from being punished or pushed into harmful decisions that they may later regret. In addition to fairness and safety concerns, PEDs also harm the image of sports. The final reason why PEDs should remain illegal in sports is because they destroy the trust in sports. Fans watch games because they believe that they are witnessing genuine competition. They want to see athletes succeed through talent, determination, and years of sacrifice. When an athlete is caught using PEDs, that trust disappears. Fans began to question everything. Were those records real? Was that championship earned fairly? Did that athlete deserve the praise and fame they received? One scandal can erase years of respect. Drug scandals also hurt entire sports leagues. When cheating becomes common, fans may assume many athletes are using drugs, even those who are innocent. Suspicious spreads and the reputation of the sport suffers. Attendance can decline, viewership can fall, and fans may lose emotional connection with the game. Records are one of the most celebrated parts of sports history. Fans remember the fastest sprint time, most home runs, longest winning streaks, and greatest performances. But when those achievements are tied to PED use, they become controversial instead of inspirational. But when those achievements are tied to PED use, rather than celebrating human greatness, people debate whether the accomplishment was legitimate. Future athletes are also harmed. Honest competition, who breaks records may still be compared to those who cheated before them. Their achievements can be overshadowed by past dishonesty. PED use still recognition from both past and future athletes who chose to compete the right way. Athletes are role models to millions of people. When they win honestly, they inspire others to work hard and persevere. When they cheat, they send the opposite message, that success matters more than cheating. That is a dangerous lesson for society. Protecting the integrity of sports means protecting the values sports are supposed to teach: fairness, respect, effort, and accountability. Now that we've seen the effects on fairness, health, and trust, let's review why PEDs should remain banned. Performance enhancement drugs should remain illegal in sports because they create unfair competition. They threaten the athlete's health, and they destroy the integrity of the game. Sports should remain illegal, not because of the hard work, discipline, and talent, not cheating through drugs. The next time we watch a game, we should be able to trust that what we're seeing is real competition. Keeping PEDs illegal protects athletes, preserves fairness, and keeps the spirits of sports alive. Thank you. Here are my works cited.